Hey everybody, Brandon Shaw here with Crye Properties Unlimited. I've got Jimmy McPherson here with BankFirst. How you doing today, Jimmy?
Hey, Brandon. Thank you for having me. Doing great today for a Thursday.
Oh yeah, absolutely, buddy. So just want to kind of provide everybody a market update. I know the market's been kind of crazy coming off the new year here, and I know 2021 was nothing normal about 2021 during the pandemic. The numbers, the interest rates was crazy low in 2021, and as we approach 2022, of course, the rates. Well, I would say about mid-year 2022, the rates started to increase, and they've increased since then. But I do feel like that we've got where the rates are starting to stabilize out just a little bit. What is your thoughts on that, Jimmy? What are y'all seeing at BankFirst and all that kind of good stuff?
Well, to start off with, to reiterate what you just said, I mean, the last several years have just been phenomenal with the interest rates. We've hit historic lows. And, I've been doing mortgage lending for 28 plus years now and have never seen the rates as low as what they have been, hitting the low twos, mid threes, pretty much as the norm for several years.
Right.
But then again, at the end of last year, you saw just a rocketing rise in interest rates that colleagues throughout the state and throughout the South that we've all visited about, no one has ever seen the rates go up as much as they have as well, going from the mid threes all the way up to as touching even at 8%. But right now we have seen the rates come back down. They're in depending on what type of loan program you're doing, low fives, mid sixes. And so we're in a little lull right now. The feds are obviously meeting, and I think the consensus is that they want to raise rates again. And so from just kind of a prediction standpoint, going off of experience, I think you'll see the rates, they go back up a little ways, maybe mid to high sets, low ways. And then from there, I think start coming back down. I think for the next 3, 4, 5 years, upper fives, low six, I think you'll see the rates hovering there for 3 or 4 years. The government's just trying to stabilize the rates to get everybody from the expectation of being a 2-3% interest rate in a normal rate, which it was not. I think you just have a resetting of the market right now, and that's facing.
Yeah. And for those buyers, Jimmy, that's experiencing a little bit higher interest rates, do y'all have or y'all have a way you can buy down that interest rate to help them get a better deal or help them get that house financed, or what are y'all seeing in that part?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm an example of a customer, obviously no private information given here, but that we just locked yesterday. They had a chance of getting a rate of I think it was 6.375 or so, and they decided they wanted to buy it right down. It's a house they're going to be in for a long time, and know they're going to be there for a while, and so it cost them about $1,200 to buy the rate down from 6.3 down to around 5.99, 6%. But a difference in savings, they're going to save that $100 back in about 25, 26 months. As long as they're going to be in this house longer than 26 months, that they're going to pay to buy that rate down. They're going to make that money back and then save literally tens of thousands of dollars over the life of that loan.
Right.
Now, it went right down to everyone. You have some issues where your rates are a little bit higher, where you're going to go into it and you're going to refinance down the road, which is a pretty simple process itself.
Right.
Then buying the rate down now makes sense. A lot of the military guys that come in, we work with, they only going to be here in these houses 2 years before they're off to their next assignment. So somebody like that may not make sense to buy it down. But most people, when we get down and we sit in and look at these numbers, we find out, okay, does it make sense? What break-even point, meaning how long do you have to be in the house to make buying the rate down make sense? We run that analysis on every single customer to find out, is it good money to spend? Because we don't want you to blow your peak if you know you're not going to be there long term.
Right. Absolutely. Well, Jimmy, I thank you for your time today. And if they want to get a hold of you, do you have a website or something that they can usually go to do that, or?
Absolutely. We're free pre-qualifications. We don't charge you for pre-qualify. It's a BankFirst.mortgage/J McPherson, or you can just give me a call on my office at 662-20831. And we do loans just in the Golden Triangle area, all over the state, all over the South and most parts of the country. So if you have somebody maybe moving, we can help them as well.
All right, perfect. And I will try to put the link to your website, your phone number, and all that on the video after the Facebook Live and the YouTube Live here ends, so everybody will have that contact information. Switching gears a little bit back to the real estate market as far as listing inventory, I know that we're not seeing much change in really inventory. We are, I think it got down to around 240-ish, 230-ish during, I guess, the height of the pandemic area. And it's actually, those numbers actually went up. We're around 299 in active listings. Now we serve about 8 different counties. And when I say active listings, I'm talking about residential listings, but we do serve about 8 different counties in our MLS or our area here. And that's still very low on inventory wise. So the buyers are still buying, they're probably, most of these buyers are utilizing those buy down like Jimmy has talked about there. So it's still, still a good time to buy. I don't think we're ever going to see rates at 1.99. I think that's the lowest I actually locked somebody in during the height of the pandemic, but I don't think we're ever going to see rates like that again. Of course, I could be wrong, but I don't believe we will, not anytime soon anyway. So if you're still wanting to buy, I've always got a philosophy of marry the house and date the rate. You can always, go ahead and buy the house and always refinance that rate a little bit later. So you're not losing out on your, per se dream home, but get with us and we'll be glad to help you and go ahead and move your home buying forward. And we thank everybody for joining us on our Facebook Live and our YouTube Live. And we hope everybody has a great day. And I'll put everybody's description or Jimmy's website in the link after the video. Thank you, Jimmy, and I hope you'll have a good day.
Hey, thanks, Brandon.